I just sent it. I was like, all right, screw it, let's just go try something out. Like, I'll film it. You know, I like making content, so I'm just gonna film every single day. And you know, didn't think it would blow up at all. I didn't think millions of people were gonna watch it on Instagram or thousands on YouTube. So I just thought, like, I'm probably gonna get the same views. Like, I'm just gonna be chilling. It's gonna be a good time. Like, I have no responsibilities when I go out there. I just go. And plus, I already knew I'll be with him, so I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Learn something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's wild. And it fucking did blow up, though.
Yeah, it blew up. And, yeah, I don't know how. Like,
They're like 400,000 or 500,000 followers, and like 127,000 YouTube.
Yeah,
I think I saw it. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I have no clue, but
does that, like, how do you, like, this is something, because I, you know, I'm not like this channel. I just, like, if that, I just, it's something I think about, because it's like, what if it did? Like, how does that, I don't know, how does it affect you that like hundreds of thousands of people are just like watching your life? Like, does that?
It gets hectic. It's hectic. It was super overwhelming at a point because I wasn't used to all those people. And I had like a little fan base in LA, like all the little skater kids and the skater kids that would recognize me at a park sometimes. But this was like a whole different audience. I'm reaching older people. And these people are a lot more wise. They know things. Some people feel like they know things. So it was love. But in the beginning of all this, bro, it was so much hate. Like a lot of people were just, they're just saying, you're not going to do it. There's no way you're leaving here. There's no way you're leaving California. Like, good luck doing this, kid. Like, and they're just like, a lot of people were saying that was fake faith and everything. Like, oh, you just stop acting like you believe in God, but you really don't. And they're just like putting all this in my head. And there was a time where I was like, dude, like, why do I feel like this? Why am I letting them get to me? And there was so much hate. And then I even like expressed that to Orio. I was like, dude, it's like so much. And then so I kind of stopped reading the comments, just kept pushing. And I had some people tell me, I'll express that with some people we met like on this trip. And they'll just be like, bro, you know exactly deep down in your heart why you're doing this. You're doing it for a good cause. And you're trying to find whatever you're trying to find. Like, you know what you're doing deep down inside. Don't let these people dictate your brain or your life, whatever's going to be ahead of you. You know, you're not that person. You know who you are. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, it's hectic, bro, having all that. And I don't know. And then the only thing I was kind of going through is like, this is everything I ever wanted, you know, as a content creator, you want to have like a big following. You want to, you know, get all these brand deals, whatever's going on. But in a way I was like, dude, I'm just going to be chilling still. Like, I'm probably going to go back home and feel the same exact way. So really none of the, like all the followers that kind of went up, like it really didn't like make me feel any type of way. I just saw numbers and it was like, that's all you see is they're just numbers.
Right? Yeah. That's the weirdest thing about social media, right?
Yeah. Cause
like, it's cool to know that there are like real people, like somebody might watch this and like really resonate with what you said. Some of the stuff you said, man, it's like that could be really important, which is why I'm doing this.
That's why I'm happy. Like, in a way, it's like those are just numbers to me. Like when some people would just bring it up, I'm like, yeah, it's sick. But like, I know there's real people in there too.
Right.
Like,
that's what I was gonna say. The second half is that it's also like hard, but it's hard because all you see is a screen name and you don't have this face to face. Yeah,
and that's why I kind of feel a little bad with saying they're just numbers, but those number of people in there, there's a lot of people in there that showed mad love. So I'm so happy those people came and followed me. Like, the love outdoes all the hate, and as we got closer, it just started waving over that. And then I'm just like so happy. Like, those are the people I'm reaching. I'm getting like into my following. You know, those are the people I want. The older people, the younger people, and like whatever it is. Like, I just want to keep going. And if it grows, it grows. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. But yeah, like I stopped trying to chase money. I stopped trying to chase like fame, whatever it was when I was younger. I used to tell my mom, like, I'm gonna be famous and rich. Like, I used to think that's what's supposed to make your parents happy. I was like, my mom's gonna be so proud of me. My dad's gonna be so proud of me when I have a nice Mercedes Benz, when I have a mansion, have $1 million in my account. And like, I don't have nearly any of that. I don't have nothing, bro. I'm still just like a poor kid, like back at home. But they're so proud of me, and like that just showed me like you don't need all that. You don't need materialistic things to make them proud. My mom and dad cried to me so many times on this trip, and I'm just like, I never needed that stuff. I just needed to do right with my life and like do good. That's it. And to make my dad and mom proud, because my dad, he followed everything I was doing this whole entire time, and he's always been the type that wants me to go be into like the service, go into the Marines or something. And me doing my skateboard things was always kind of like a little like weird in a way for him. But he's supported. But my mom's been fully supportive of everything. So like they just cried to me every time I tell them like, Mom, I'm almost there, and they just tell me how proud they are. So I'm like, okay, this is sick. Like you don't need all this money. Like that's nothing. More money, more problems, bro. I don't want to be really like a big millionaire. Like I really don't no more. Like that's not something that I want to chase. Or you have a nice car. I just rather just buy a little beater like I've been doing for years off a junkyard, and I slept in my car for 3 years. I lived in it and like just go shower at the beach or at the gyms. Like I'm cool with that. Like still traveling, keep doing that. So
It's really about changing hearts, because there's been some comments that I've seen where people are like, I didn't think you were gonna make this in the beginning, but you have my whole support. And like even comments on saying like I was never like faith based or anything, and like then there's a belief that's struck there. And in the Bible it says, those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first in the kingdom of heaven. And God will use the most broken people, the most poorest people, to speak to the hearts of those who need it the most. And that's not to like push any aspect or push any part of a person's soul away from what they feel that they should do, but it's just that there is a truth in love. And by going through this, we are that living example. God used our vessels to show the people what needs to be shown. And like a lot of it wasn't even like us. Like there's times where I'm speaking and like it doesn't even feel like that would be me that says that. And it's something very like powerful and profound that even I learned from. And like many conversations with Jay too, and just having like wisdom being spoken from both of our vessels to each other. Like I can see like the message that is being portrayed from experience, yes, but then there's just that deeper level of communication with one another, with yourself, that can really like change your heart to want to do something better and be more influenced and invested in making acts of love through the vessel. Like even as simple as Jay saying like, I don't want to cuss anymore. Like stuff like that. From like somebody who's just been sitting at home, maybe lost in their own mind or lost in their soul and spirit, and then they see the videos and it brings them a sense of joy, and it brings them a sense of understanding and like what it is to trust into God, to trust in the universe, to trust into your faith, to trust in who you are and who God is shaping you to be. And that is right there more, it's priceless. Like you can't buy yourself into a feeling of love. Like you have to experience, you have to act, you have to work on who you are. Just like an ollie or a tray flip. Like you can't buy, I was telling Joshua this, like you can't buy a tray flip. You know, like no matter how, like you can come up to me with $20 million and want to buy like someone's skate trick, and like you can't.
Still gotta do it.
You have to put in that work.
the word, yeah.
And that's meeting God halfway. That's like using, because we've been given this physical vessel, and the way you can keep yourself healthy is by moving that vessel through life. And God will give you guidance if you're open to it, because God will never leave us, but we leave God for the worldly things.